And here come the Saints about to begin their first possession. And the man in charge of this offense, his 8th season now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Jameis Winston.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. They run it again with Kamara. And a tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The Saints at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Winston. Finding Taysom Hill complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago. add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 2nd down, Kamara. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Winston being chased out left. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
That one complete to Hill. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 75. And the Saints have moved out in front. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. Now it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And Tyler Boyd's one of those guys that seems to fly under the radar, but he finds ways to get open, and he has nice hands. He's averaged right around 80 catches a year his last 3 seasons.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 35 on second down, Burrow. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
48 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They go play action with Burrow. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Takes it at the 7. So we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
On second down, here's Mixon. Room here to run, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Now Burrow on first down. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And that one complete once again to Higgins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Again, it's Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. They juked him, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. 79 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Kamara try the right side. He'll get this to about the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He spots Landry, who makes a really nice catch. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 1st down, Winston. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st. Mixon with a 1st down carry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
7th play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. Mixing up the middle. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. A 1st carry for Samaje Perine. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Burrow on 3rd down. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st and 10, Winston. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, 32 yards. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Winston and the Saints now down by 7. A little over 40 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Pass complete, Thomas. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Winston to throw. Now a leaping catch. He's got it.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.